today's my last day off before the end of my work contract, and then from there I will be packing up for maybe like a couple of days and then moving. So the name of the game today is to finish getting my car prepped. I've spent some time, energy, and money getting some things done in my car over the winter, and I'm going to talk about all the details of that later. But the first things first is I want to go get a nice deep clean done of my car. Well, get it done. I'm going to go do it. I'm going to go to the car washing place before I start loading anything in, and I've got quite a bit unloaded right now, so it gives me a good clear space to get some nice cleaning in before I spend some time living out of my car in the coming couple of months. So let's go get working on that.
Hi, I'm Christine. After starting life over in 2020, I'm using seasonal work to build financial security, experience new places, and most importantly, keep living life as a big adventure. Come along as I live like a local in desired destinations, spend time in nature hiking, backpacking, and living out of my car, and craft the trips of my dreams on a backpacker's budget.
It is pretty dirty on the outside, but I regularly get it washed. It's just that with the winter conditions, it's an issue. We've got a total mess in here, and then it just needs it just needs everything wiped down and a bit organized more. Yeah. Can't wait till it's nice and a lot cleaner. First, a quick stop to grab some things I like to use. Usually a small, that's $5. Whoa, this, you used to be able to get like a small one for just $1. Oh man, really? It's so expensive now. I've been going to like the Dollar Tree or Dollar Store or whatever and buying like Armor All. They usually have like the small ones, and it takes me an entire bottle to like deep clean my car, and it's always been like $1. I was a little annoyed that they only had this size and that it was $5, because this doesn't seem like that much more product. It's like $5. I know the prices of things have gone up, but that's seemed wild. But I ultimately determined that I was just going to go ahead and buy it because I want to get this done, and I know any other store that I go to around here, it's actually going to probably be more expensive. So by the time I got to the register though, when she rang it through, it was only $3, so that's a good thing. And now I'm going to head over to the car wash and actually start getting some things done. But I did pick up, oops, hey. I did pick up this thing too, which seemed kind of cool. This was $1.25, and it's a little collapsible basket. And I'm gonna see how I like this in my my camp kitchen setup. Maybe I think it could be handy. So it's just a little basket, but it collapses down. It's super lightweight. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna see how I like that with everything. And then I got a bag, even though I didn't need one, but I'm gonna use it as a trash bag when I collect all the little bits and things that are around the car here when I'm at the car wash. So let's go ahead and head over. Look how much nicer it looks already. Also, look at my view. So beautiful. So pretty here. potentially there's a couple of things that you're noticing about my car on the exterior that need some work. Well, my roof box is not on my car, and the reason for that is I have it stored because I wanted to be able to drive through car washes very regularly this winter. With all the winter driving and salt on the road and stuff like that, I just wanted to be able to go through these kind of auto drive-through car washes. So I've been doing that regularly. I am going to put the roof box back on my car. It's in central Utah, stored at my dad's property. And then also I need to change out my tire. Well, I need to get my tires changed out to my summer tires. So these winter tires that are snow tires that are on my car right now are brand new. I bought them in December. And then at the same time, I also got a pair of summer tires. The place I bought the winter tires at actually gave them to me for free. They're brand new. I guess they were like purchased, never used, and then returned. And they were trying to sell them to me for just a few $100s. And I was like, I'm sorry, like it seems ridiculous, but I don't have that to spend right now. And as it ended up, they just decided to give them to me in the end. They just loaded them into my car and said, you can have them. So those are stored. I need to go get those changed out, but I'm going to do that when I travel down to central Utah, because then these snow tires will go into storage. I'll put the roof box on, which is sort of what I use to store all my gear and stuff like that. And like my little tent that attaches to the car gets stored up there, those kinds of things. I've also got some imperfections with the paint that I want to try to address. There's an imperfection inside in my on my driver's seat that I want to try to address, and I have a tail light out. So big projects going on with the car today. We're gonna see how far we can get with everything. Hopefully I can get it all done because I don't have a lot of time. The other thing I wanted to talk about was I got these window reflectors and I really like them. I find that they're very, very useful, and I only just got them like, I don't know, 6 months ago or something. But when I'm out there, it's a great thing to have. A couple of things. This is silver and then white. I wish this was black. This is a project that's going to have to come along down the road. But one project that I would really like to work on is figuring out how and where to store these. Because I always feel like I'm putting them here, there, and everywhere. Like when I'm not using them, they're just always in the way. And I haven't found a home for them. One thing I saw is somebody made like a thing that went up here, like along the roof, where they kind of just got tucked away. She has a Subaru Forester, and if I can find the video, I'll link it. She has a Subaru Forester, but it's an older one. So it seems like it has contact points in the back, where mine, I could use this, but I need something further back in order to like create the little nest for it. So I don't know if like a command hook would work for something like that, but I might try it just to see if I even like the storage method, because I'm not sure. But I need a home for these when I'm living out of the car, but it's during the daytime because it's bothering me. Everything needs to have a home. When you're living in a car and a space this small, everything needs to have a home. And these are very functional, but they don't have a home. This is a reenactment because I wasn't filming. Oh wow, it came out so easy. It did not come off easy at all. This thing was really, really stuck on there, but it's been on there for years. It's an old phone mount. I don't use it anymore. I haven't used it for a long time, but I just left this part on there and decided today was the day to take it off. But now I think I'm gonna need some Goo Gone or something like that for this to really come off. Okay, I finished washing the car and cleaning the inside, and I swung past home so I could move some laundry around, but also I wanted to regroup and think about all the things that I wanted to finish getting done today. So I need to just go buy Goo Gone so I can try to clean up the dash with that sticky foam stuff from that phone mount. And then I need to get a light bulb for my tail light. And I think the only tool that I need for that is a large Phillips head screwdriver, which I don't own. I think I own a small, like a little small one. But maybe the place that I buy the tail light bulb from will have one that I could borrow. Well, we'll see about that. And then my AC has been out for a couple of years. And it hasn't really been a problem, but I don't think it's the compressor. With the research I've done, I think I might just need to recharge the refrigerant. So I might buy one of the canisters. I'm gonna see if I think I can handle that today. I think I can change the light bulb on my own. I'm not sure about the refrigerant. I'm gonna take a look at that. But I wanted to talk about some of the other things that I've gotten done to the car this winter. So I mentioned in a recent video that as I left Washington at the end of last summer, so in the fall, my car hit 100,000 miles. It's a 2017 Subaru Forester Premium XT. And I foolishly, I was getting oil changes regularly, but other than that, I didn't really know what I was doing. Honestly, I wasn't even getting the tires rotated. I just was burning through tires at a ridiculous rate. I know, it's terrible. But I've dedicated myself to getting better on track with everything. So I knew with my car hitting 100,000 miles that there must be some things that I need to do, but I didn't know what those things were. So what I ended up doing was pulling out the manual of the car. And in the back, there was a list of preventative maintenance things and a suggested mileage. So I made a list of that and just started working through them. So I started with the brakes, and I had to get some pretty major work done with the brakes. I'm just looking at the paperwork I have right here. I spent $615 on my brakes, and I got the front disc brake repair. I got all new rotors. No, not all new rotors. I got maybe 2 rotors. I'm an expert, can we tell? And then rebuilt calipers, new disc pads, replaced the brake fluid, and yeah, that was what it is. And then the other thing I did was I got the front and rear differential fluid exchanged in another session. I went to another different shop and got that done. Front and rear differential fluid. The transmission fluid, I got that exchanged, and then I feel like there was something else. I think that was it actually for that one. And then one of the first things that I went and did, other than getting the new tires, the snow tires, is that my washer fluid reservoir, I thought the reservoir was cracked because it was not retaining the fluid. And I think what might have happened was that I did not have the winter type, and it froze in the line. So it just put the tiniest little slit in the hose, and that was enough. So they just replaced the hose for me, and that was $92 to get that done. Unfortunately, what he did was not unfortunately what he did, but so what he did to treat it was he replaced the hose and then put the winter blend in the reservoir and hoped that it would mix it and warm in order for it to not be frozen anymore so that it would come through. So it has been working. All this time while it was not working, the sensor was tripped because it was frozen. And so we thought that maybe once the fluid in there was no longer frozen, that the sensor would work, but that's not the case. unfortunately the sensor is still tripped, but at this point I don't want to spend more money on just getting the sensor fixed, because I imagine that'll probably still be another $100. So I'm just dealing with it right now. And I have a sensor tripped in my tires right now too, but I notice that that happens anytime the weather changes dramatically. And so since I'm gonna get my tires exchanged soon, I'm not worried about that. I think that will rectify once they switch out to my summer tires. But those are all the things that are going on. It's been kind of a lot of learning and a lot of money. Not ideal, but it is the most valuable thing that I own. So I do want to take care of it because it is my home on wheels. I guess it's time to go to the auto parts store and try to do this. I'm procrastinating because I'm nervous, but it's gotta get done. It's gotta get done. Either that, I'm gonna have to pay somebody to change the freaking light bulb. I don't wanna have to do that. I'm gonna try and do it myself. Okay, so this is the screw. Now I have this multi-tool and it has this Phillips head one. And it seems like it's gonna work, oops, but it's a bit too small. I don't want to try it because it's gonna maybe strip it or something. So okay, we're gonna see if they have one I can borrow, or I guess worst comes to worst I can buy one. Okay, they let me borrow this. I didn't know that they let customers borrow tools but Matt told me this, so I'm gonna see. Okay, I ended up having to use these pliers because the screws were getting stripped, but once I did that, they came off really easily. Okay. Because these are more like bolts. Okay, and then once the screws are removed, it just pulls right off. So now I need to figure out which one of these light bulbs. Ooh, I don't know where that came from. Put that right there. I need to figure out which one of these light bulbs it is so that I can replace it. Okay. I feel like it's this bad boy that goes into the red. And then that would be the backup light. Yeah, I think it's this one. So just set this back there. These 1, 2, 3, keeping them in order. I don't know what that guy is, but he's gonna stay right there. I'm gonna go return this, and yeah, this one, I mean, it looks like it's burnt out, so I'm gonna go replace this. Got him. It was like $9 for these, and I'm just gonna throw this in, and it should work just fine. I looked at the cost of refrigerant to recharge my AC, but it's not that expensive. It's like $50. But honestly, like, I'd rather wait until somebody can help me with it, because not today. Also, I'm just wearing a long sleeve shirt, but it's still in the 40s today. It's like 45. So if assuming that I do it all, like, I can't really even test it. So I think I'll just wait on that. Okay, got that on. Now there's a clip over here. Guys need to line up. Okay, cool. Alright, now back to the screwdriver. So I checked out the cost of the Armor All in the store that I went into, auto parts store, and it was like $9.49. So I didn't get such a bad deal at the Dollar Tree. Much better deal than if I had bought it at the auto parts store. But they were super helpful in there, so I appreciate them. I looked to see if they had like a fabric patch for my seat, and they didn't have anything, so I'm gonna go check Walmart. Because we don't have any craft stores or anything like that in this town, but I do really want to get that taken care of. The refrigerant, I can wait on that, but this seat issue, I feel like it's only going to progressively get worse, which it has been, because I haven't been taking care of it. So I want to get that done today. So we're going to pop over to Walmart and see what they have, and I'm going to check out the Goo Gone because I got to fix this dash. All right, so I went to Walmart. I checked the price on the Armor All there. It's actually a pretty good deal. I think they had the wipes on a rollback price. So it was still the best deal at the Dollar Tree though. I don't know why I'm so consumed with this. Okay, so I ended up buying the refrigerant recharge because it's 46 degrees outside right now. It's 2:20 p.m. It's pretty warm in the car. I don't know. I'm going to try it. It was less expensive at Walmart. I think it was $35 for that. And then I bought these little hooks, which, yeah, these were 50 cents. They're like command hooks. They supposedly hold a pound. So I'm going to try those on the ceiling to see if I can get those window coverings up there. And I bought like this little elastic, which was on clearance for $1.97 to work with that. Hopefully that will work out, or at least give me an idea if it's something that I want to invest more in. I got some Loctite, which was a couple dollars, because I figured I would put this on the fabric of the seat, and then I'm going to cover it with this vinyl patch, which is just sticky. It's not an iron-on. I think that was, oh, and then I got Goof Off for the dash, so I'm going to try that right now. And then I'm going to work on everything else a little bit later because I need to go and make a couple of phone calls. How do I open this? Yeah, I realized that I was just feeling a little bit nervous about using that refrigerant thing because it's kind of definitely outside of my wheelhouse, but I don't know. I might be able to figure it out. How do you open this? See, I'm not very mechanical. For best, jeez, I can't even open the Goof Off, and I want to recharge the refrigerant in my car. Like, literally, how do you open this? Do you need a tool? The multi-tool is seeing some action today. Hi. It's I went like here, there, and everywhere, but everything was within like basically a 1-block radius. So we're right outside of Salt Lake City, or a little bit outside of Salt Lake City here. And if you didn't know, but a little fun fact is Salt Lake City has the largest city blocks in the country. So, and it has something to do with the Mormon Church. And basically, I think historically ranking, like your ranking within the church, was something to do with your proximity to it. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a struggle. Okay, here's where I'm at mentally. I'm going to patch the seat and try to install the roof ceiling thing to hold the window reflectors, but that's where I'm going to stop for today. I just have decided that I do not feel comfortable with doing the AC thing, so I'm going to leave that for another day. I know I already bought the product, If I decide to do it, because I've seen some things online that are pros and negatives about it. So if I decide to do it, then I'd rather do it under the supervision of somebody who is more mechanically inclined than I am, because I am not mechanically inclined. So maybe not the best idea. What I want to do is grab the Loctite first, and I have the patch. I want to look at the patch, actually. I know this is not a matching fabric, and I think in the end, oh, this is massive. I'm gonna end up probably putting a seat cover over this. Okay, so I'll just cut, oops. I'll cut it down to size. Okay, I'll probably cut it. Okay, so just wanna glue this down a little bit and get plenty of product on there. It comes spring. I'm just seeing this for the first time. I was aware of the large one, but I guess I'll glue that too. Honestly, it's quite apropos that these are in such disarray, because this is exactly what I'm trying to organize. So, I have the command hooks and the elastic. I think like right here is where I want it to go. Okay, so we have them attached. And then my other attachment points are gonna be, this will be my other attachment point. And I'm hoping everything will kind of tuck right in here. So let's see. Already popping off, but I did try to load them with weight immediately after installing. So what I'm gonna do is reinstall and not load any weight. And this might be a to be continued. It doesn't look great, but at least it should keep it from tearing further. Yeah. Like, not great. It was very, very sticky adhesive stuff. I don't really know what to do to make that nicer. I'm gonna have to research something and see if I can circle back to it. Well, I'm feeling accomplished today. Maybe not completely accomplished. But thank you for coming with me on the journey of vehicle ownership. I feel like I spend a lot more time and energy focusing on how I've made this a home. And in a way, I've kind of forgotten that it's actually a car also. And so I've just provided a little insight today on all of the car things that I've been working on, current and ongoing projects. And I'm gonna wait until after work tomorrow to try to revisit this situation back here with the window coverings and give it a little bit more time to cure like I'm supposed to. And then also revisit the air conditioning. So there's gonna be some things to follow up on. But thanks for coming along with me where we are. Exciting times, busy times, but it's mid-40s out today. It's feeling like spring. I've got those vibes that I'm ready to roam. We're ready to go, getting ready to hit the road, and I'm happy to put in the work that it takes to do that because I love doing that. So thanks for coming with me, and I'll see you again on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.